Well, it looks like my berry mixture has melted down really good. I am going to just guess the amounts here. I'm going to add 4 cups of sugar to this. I believe I have at least 2 pounds of fruit in here, and that's what the directions say. So I'm going to pour the sugar in, and then I need to stir this all in. We should do this in smaller amounts, but that's jam. It's jelly. This is not going to be, I'm not going to be using pectin with this one because I want to do like a triple berry syrup, something really tasty that I could put on pancakes. So I need to stir this up. Now I have, if you see over here, I have my jars already in soapy water, and I'm going to let this simmer a little bit and slowly come to a boil. Now I'm supposed to stir this the whole time. So when it gets ready, I'm going to let it sit, and then I'll do the jars and I'll put them into the processor. My little sauce pot thought it was going to get out of working today, but it needs to be filled with water. And this is part of what I do to get started to can. And no matter what process I'm doing, no matter what food I'm doing, I need a little pan on the back burner. And this sits on just a little bit over medium. And I'm going to put a lid on that so that it will be ready for when I put my jar lids in there. I already have the steamer can ready. This is just a big pot. I do have a pressure canner. You can see I just moved in and I'm still trying to adjust some of my food storage. The most important thing I want to tell you about a large canner like this, if you're doing a water bath, please, please, please open away from you. This will save you a lot of time in pain, because if you open it the other way like that, you're going to end up with a steam burn on your arm, and you don't want to do that. So open the side away from you. And you can see here I already have water that's hot and boiling, and I need to wash my jars. I've got them sitting in hot water, hot soapy water. So what I'm going to do here is I need to rinse them. And as I rinse them, I'm going to drop them in here. This is the easiest way to make sure that they're sterile when you do your canning. If you don't, you're gonna have organisms in there that you don't want. So do your rings too. Rinse those off. Probably be very good if I put a big bowl in here for rinse water, but for now I just want to show you what you do. So take your rings too, put them in there. Also, the other thing I'm going to do, let's go dig into my other canner. I want my lid lifter. I want my space and bubble remover. I want my funnel. I want my tongs. And an assortment of other things. Oh, there's my other lid lifter. And these jar things, these things are so good. So, they've been sitting for a little while, so we're going to run them through. Just a nice rinse off. Rinse them off. That soapy water off of there. Alright. These are going in there too. Boom. There it is. Sterilizing everything helps you maintain a sanitary condition in your kitchen. I should have done these too. But I'm going to leave them sitting in there for just a minute. The other thing I'm going to need here is a clean plate, because I don't want the utensils resting on my stove, and it's a good way to prevent a mess. So anyway, let me get back to the next part of my presentation. Well, just like I did last time, we're going to take the jar and put it into the water bath. What I mean by last time, look up strawberry jamming in my list. Let me make sure that, and you'll see the basic process on how to do the jam. I've got a hot jar here, and I want my funnel. I want to make sure that I keep this whole area clean. I forgot to do my scoop. I'm going to sanitize that. You can hear the sizzle of the water bath right now. And what I'm going to do here is scoop. This is a messy process, but it's fun. I'm going to scoop the syrup mixture into the jar. Now I do want a clearance on the lid for about 1/4 inch, and we'll do that with the measuring tool here in just a second. And just fill that up. Just below, about where the ripple is for the screw cap. Now let's check here. Get it on a level surface. And that's also, you see right there, that's where the 1/4 inches is, just that first little square there. And that's very good right here. What I do now is wipe the lid, and this jar is going to be hot, so expect that, and expect to feel your fingers burning a little bit. And I did not do this again. I want to put the lids themselves in the hot water back in there. That's what this handy little tool is for. It's got a magnet on it. I love these things. And they'll sit there. What that'll do, it'll soften up the ring that's on these. This is a ceramic coated metal, and the rubber piece on there gets hot, and it'll adhere to the top of the jar when it's sealed. So I think that's good enough, and I'll put this on here. Add a ring, and I have sterilized those, and they've been sitting out. Now I'm going to take this and set it on the stove. I want it to stay hot. I just snug that down. I want it to stay hot until I put it into the water bath itself. Now, if you're making comments about my hair and the way I'm dressed, that's too bad. I'm in the middle of the cleanup of the Thanksgiving dinner, and I didn't really think that I was going to do any filming tonight, so begging your pardon. As I take one jar out, I put another one in, so I have a little bit of a relay going here. Again, we'll put the funnel in. Put the juice in. And the next step, we're going to put them in the water bath. I wish you could smell the kitchen right now. This stuff tastes so good, and it smelled so good, and you know what? This is better than making a cake because, oh man, look at that. Finger licking. Forget chicken. This is good stuff. Now that I've packed all the pints, half pints, I have actually ended up with a 7-pint collection. And you're supposed to have a rack in here. I didn't for the strawberry jam, but I did shove a towel down in there. No worries. I'm going to set the jars in here just as they are. They shouldn't move around too much, and there's enough of them that it will keep them from moving. You can see the steam coming up out of here. Be very careful when you're working around this. It is common to burn yourself. And even though this stuff is really, really tasty, it can also be a little dangerous. So set those jars in there. And once these are all set, I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. And we're going to wash dishes. Kind of. While we're waiting for that, put the lid on it. Whoop. And timer set. 15 minutes. And with 15 minutes, we can drag them back out and put them on the cooling rack to dry. How beautiful is that? Timer just went off, and it's time to take the pints out. Be careful not to rock these back and forth. As they sit, they will seal. This time, I played it smart, and I put my cooling towel on a big cookie sheet because I want to be able to move my jars as soon as I get them all set here. You should not disturb them for 12 to 24 hours. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I can't wait to taste this. It was really hard not to lick all that juice off all those dishes I just used. It's very tasty and tangy, and it came out just the way I wanted it to. Whoop, there goes one of the jars now. Whoop, there's another one. We're sealing. We'll come back in a minute because I'm setting up to do turkey broth and turkey soup. So what else can we can in the kitchen? This is Maria with Survival Recovery. Wishing you a good day and a very, very nice syrup here. You can see me. You can see more of my writings on Survival Recovery, WordPress.com or survival-recovery.com, and you can also find me on Preparedness123. Follow me on Twitter at bprep4, and if you have any questions, go ahead and comment down below, or send me an email also at info@mariaburgess.com. Have a great day.